All right, so one of the things that I've been hearing a lot lately, okay, is digital marketing is dead. And this is just like the craziest statement, but I want to put this in context, okay? I have had a lot of phone calls in the last 2 weeks, and so I really felt like, you know what, I don't know what really what's being pushed out there, but I want to be able to tell you, tell you that you guys are feeling this, and I want to address it. This is a false belief of a lot of victims of the shiny new object syndrome. Now, we all get these emails. We all see all the newest things that you're going to make $10,000 a month with this small product, and it's easy to do, and there's not much project management at all, and you're going to be able to base your entire business around this, and all your wildest dreams are going to come true. Well, what I'm getting is a lot of calls in the last, I don't even know what reason. I've even gotten some guys off of LinkedIn and hit me up, and they're like, hey, what do you think of this product, or what do you think of that product? And I really want to get into it a little bit and say, hey, you're being distracted almost every single day with an email. If you're on the same list that I'm on, you're definitely seeing this stuff. Can anyone else relate with me on this thing? I mean, are you guys being offered products like crazy? And Larry, I know I'm seeing some PPC stuff lately as well, some video stuff. It's a lot of distraction. So one of the things that that I really want you to try is the next 90 days, go without this shiny new object attraction. I mean, it's really, if you get the emails, do the best thing you can and unsubscribe from them. Give it 90 days without any distractions, because what happens is it takes your focus away from what really makes you money. And what makes you money is going to be doing services that bring results for your clients. I'm going to show you a great case study at the end of this deal that you're going to be able to take this presentation right off of right off the web. You can right off the back end of it's going to be emailed to you. But I want you to take this VIP webinar. I want you to take the PowerPoint. I want you to make it your own and use this case study because it's really great. Okay. One of the things I really want to encourage you now is to go through your email, and you can always resubscribe. It's not like you don't have 100 emails from every one of these individuals, but unsubscribe. Give yourself 90 days of no distractions and really get ramped up for the new year in selling services. This past week, last week, and then a little bit, and then today, I had actually Perry Belcher is a friend. He was in town in Manila with a group of guys that do a lot of e-commerce. They sell product, and he's more on the retail end. And then he took them on to China to do some sourcing and stuff. And I got a chance to sit down with him a little bit, and we were kind of talking about kind of what's going on in the industry. And that whole thing of selling, building the tribe and selling trinkets to the tribe, it works, guaranteed. You're on the same list that I'm on. I look at that stuff as well. But give it a rest for a little bit, because there are good products out there, but there's products that are being made just because they know you're going to buy them, but they're not really even selling them to their own. It's not like they have clients. They're not even selling it to real clients. So I'm not getting into names or who's good, who's bad, what product is good, what product is bad. It's just I've had a lot of, I had one individual that called me and bought a $1,000 program from somebody, and there's no way that he could build a business around it. Now, some of those products you might be able to use as a teaser for real services that get real results long term, and just your different approach. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you go even to Direct Marketer and you see all the stuff that they offer and all the courses they teach you about, the reason they're teaching those products and they're teaching the way to do SEO or get certified as a social media or content marketing, These are the products that we offer. They're the products that work for the customer on the retail end. You want to be getting your clients results. So let's just, get right into it. I want to show you how you're going to be able to bring in constant return on investment for your clients through SEO. And this is really, this is truth from the trenches. We're not discounting PPC. I'm not discounting Facebook ads. We do PPC. We do Facebook ads. And I'm a big believer in those. But the numbers don't lie. I'm going to show you SEO versus paid search, why to prioritize SEO, and what is proper SEO, okay? So bear with me here. SEO versus paid search. Now remember, I want you to take this and be able to show it to your clients, okay? If you do your research, you'll see that SEO is 5 times more effective than PPC, okay? Now, that's a quote from Simpo, all right? Organic results are 8.5 more likely to be clicked on than paid search results. And these are Moz, Inquisit, Simpo. These are all, these are the stats we brought in from there. So why do you want to prioritize SEO? Non-branded Google organic search results, 1 to 3, 61% click-through rate. The remaining 4 to 10 is 39% click-through rate. Now you're not going to, when you build this up with SEO, you're looking for long-term results. You can get immediate performance indicators. You can see what traffic is growing, everything like that. You're going to get a greater return on your investment because it sticks. You always have to be doing SEO, but it builds on itself. It's not like pay-per-click or running Facebook ads that when your budget is done, your leads stop, okay? Also, for you make sure you delete this part, is the recurring fees. Having a great SEO product and getting results for your clients they're going to stick with you, and you have that recurring income. Once you land that sale with the proper program, you're going to be able to retain them. Okay? I want to show you a little bit of what it takes to get there and to get the kind of results that you need to make sure that you keep these guys, because this is a long-term game. You want to make sure that you're doing an SEO program for these guys. If you can't get them into a year contract, no problem. They're going to be begging to keep you on. Okay? So when we talk about proper SEO, what is that? I want to give you a little teaser here and make sure that, is your SEO outsource provider treating you right? If this is an example of just one little thing here, 2016 Tahoe, New Orleans. If you made a search for this, that's a Chevrolet product. One of our clients, we are ranking here. If you see here in this area, the 2016 Chevrolet Tahoe in New Orleans, this is a Lincoln dealer. Are you looking at a 2016 Chevrolet Tahoe in New Orleans? I've said yes. You might want to take a look at the 2016 Lincoln Navigator and see if it could meet your needs or whatever. So we're ranking. This is on their website. We're ranking above the Chevy dealer in New Orleans. Okay. Now, oh, by the way, then here we go. This is another one where we've got a Subaru dealer that if you search for a Nissan Altima, 2017 Nissan Altima, we've got a Subaru dealer that we handle that's ranking above a Nissan dealer in their area. Okay, this is the proper way. This is all on site. If you notice the link, it's on their website. So what does this mean? How do we get the right SEO, the correct SEO done? All right. I'm getting, Nick, can you guys hear me? I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me okay. I got audio is intermittent. I want to make sure that you guys can hear me okay. And hey, CJ, are you on? I want to make sure we got recording going. Okay, all right, guys. In my excitement, I forgot to hit record, but they've got it covered. So let's move on. Proper SEO. This is an article that Ed sent me a while back. I guess what was it? I guess it was in Austin then, maybe 2 weeks ago. And let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so let's just read this. Long gone are the days of cheap outsourced SEO consisting of directory and article submissions. In today's competitive digital landscape, you need a comprehensive strategy if you're going to leave your mark. Your SEO provider should be developing content, optimizing your website for speed, user experience, and ensuring the technical elements of your site are properly optimized. This is an article that he sent me out. I thought that was really good. So let's just kind of look and see really what's needed for a proper SEO. First of all, a great SEO audit and look in a website assessment report to hand to your client. What does that look like? This is kind of a sample of what we use. We go through all of these different areas in their website to check out where they are. This is a rather large website that had a lot of fixes that need to be done, either with content or with site indexing and meta tags, things like that. But it went through, and we give a full report on everything that's right off the bat, so you know exactly where your client is coming from, or where they're coming from with the website, and being able to show your client, hey, this is where you're starting from, and this is kind of some of the things that you need to do. All right. So coming in with a great report in the first place, then obviously going through and doing all the campaign research and analysis. What are we looking for? We want to make sure that we're recording your baseline of where you rank. Okay. We want to make sure that we're looking for duplicate content on the site. We want to make sure all the URL targeting is done correctly. We want to make sure on your website content analysis, is it thin content? Is it enough words on the page? Is it enough words on the home page? Also making sure the website the architecture is good. Then we're going to go through the technical side. We want to make sure that all the redirects are done. We've got a custom error page for you. All your Google Analytics and Search Console is installed properly, even like Google Tag Manager, Bing Webmaster, you're doing your site maps, all this technical stuff that needs to be done. Now, you don't have to show your clients this stuff. I mean, this is for us to talk about. But this is really what proper SEO is. You need to make sure that if you're using Virtual Brute for as your outsource provider, trust me, we're doing all of this stuff and more. You need to check if you're working with somebody else, that's cool, check and see and make sure that their line items, they match up. We go through all the more technical SEO, like doing the Robots TXT. This is funny. We just found like 2-3 websites in the last 3 days, rather large websites, and we were wondering, why aren't they getting any, why aren't their pages being indexed? And we run these checks every single month, and we found out that somebody, not even a week ago, went in there and changed it, so it blocked all the robots, including Google and Bing and everybody. It just blocked all of it. They thought they were doing the right thing, and they completely sabotaged their site. We go through and, of course, setting up blogs, all the subscription stuff for them, all your social media buttons. Of course, we're backing up the site left and right to make sure that we don't break anything. And then, of course, going through and checking the site indexing and the crawlability. What are the actual pages that are being crawled? Are they being indexed by Google and Bing? All these reports we give you so you're able to give this to your client. Malware, broken links, crawl errors, this all shows up in that site audit, okay? The key here is proper transparency, okay? This is really the way it has to be done. Any hidden links that are out there, how the content crawlability, web browser compatibility, site speed, really on to site speed right now. We'll go into image optimization in a little bit. As far as mobile optimization, absolutely, this is a necessary thing that has to be done. If they don't have mobile responsive design, we can still go in and do a mobile usability check and report to them what we can do. There are other options. If they absolutely refuse to have a mobile responsive design website, we'll work with you and work on everything with Google to make sure that at least the proper items are being tagged so that we can optimize as much as we can for mobile. Now, here's the kicker: social media creation and optimization. Going through and doing, setting up all of the different social media outlets that are out there, grabbing as much of that real estate that's available. We go out and we grab it. Okay. We also want to make sure that we're doing it the right way. We want to have great banners and images, and make sure your branding is congruent across all the properties. We want to make sure that we even take that banner and we compress the image before we upload it. We don't want to have anything to slow anything down on your websites. As far as your blog goes, we want to make sure that it's congruent with your website. With nowadays, with everything that's the changes with Google, we want to make sure that everything is very consistent across the board. Okay, so if you have if your client has a Facebook page and you haven't optimized it for them with the proper photographs and make sure that their logo is done right and make sure that they make it look good and it's not just some normal thing up there, make sure that, show them a quality piece, okay? This is, make sure that their Twitter, their Facebook, their LinkedIn, all this stuff looks congruent and it's enforcing their brand, okay? Now, I don't know if you're actually going out there and grabbing all these properties, but we have decided, look, we grab everything for a client these days, okay? We want to make sure that we're using every bit of social media that there is out there to really bring traffic to the site. This is great for our distribution, okay? Now, also, for proper SEO these days, you've got to be able to check their business presence and their visibility. Are you including this? Are you including, local citations? Are you looking at the local competitors analysis? Are you, studying that to see where are the competitors? What citations do they have, and what number do they have compared to your client? Do you have this information? Are you checking all the local data aggregators and make sure that they're listed properly? Do you have them in Google Maps? Are you including that as part of the SEO package? We do now. We want to make sure that 99% of us are going to be doing local SEO for local businesses. So it was foolish for us to continue having two different products where one's SEO and then one's the local buzz, and really not building those citations. The new product absolutely has that included. It's wicked. It's awesome. On-site SEO. What is needed there? Website content. The homepage. We're really looking at this. If you look at the studies, for all of the sites, I don't have I missed that slide, but you've seen this actually on one of our previous webinars where we show how long-form content sells. Long-form content gets indexed by Google. It ranks better, and it can be seen by the study that they did. And we'll get that out to you guys. But it's something like, I don't know, 47%. I'm not even going to talk out with numbers right now. But the rankings were, if you had 1,500 more words, it ranked higher than normal, right? Than the competition. So we want to make sure that we've got the right amount of content, especially if your client will let us do it. We want to make sure that they've got really good long-form and valuable content on their homepage. Obviously, we're looking for duplicate content, thin content, H1 tags, meta tags. This is all very important. And let me tell you, this is your competition out there, guys. Okay? We're just looking at. I want to show you a little bit of what we found with duplicate content. And Google, we know this. Google doesn't like duplicate content. Okay? This is right there on their website. This is what they have to say. It's not going to kill you if you have it on there, but if it has a lot of duplicate content, it says right here, if your site, it can be removed, and it can be removed automatically by Google from the indexing. Okay, so if your client has duplicate content and is not willing to fix it, it's going to be tough for them to continue to build rankings. Okay, now that includes your SEO provider. Are they providing original content? Are they providing duplicate content? You know, that they have, you know, put away in some, you know, in the server, and it's like, oh, you know, we wrote for this plumbing company last, you know, year, so let's go ahead and pull that article back out, and we'll change a little bit and throw it back out there. No one's going to know the difference. I can assure you, we don't play that game. Okay, and you want to check. So actually, we built some of the technology that I've invested in is our, you know, our writers piece, where we can put our the content out where the writers can go and write inside this inside our technology, and guess what it does, guys? It automatically checks to see if it's duplicate content. You know, we pay for each check, but it's worth it. Okay, I don't know if it's 10 cents or a nickel or something like that, but every article that we put out there for you guys is being checked to make sure it's not duplicate content. So that's very interesting. Let me show you one thing that we found is we saw a blog post being put out in on an auto site. So we decided, hey, you know, these SEO companies that deal in different areas, maybe you have in auto, there's some big providers of SEO. In the law niche, there's some big providers to law firms for SEO, medical field, and these guys are notorious. Now look at this. All we did is we found one blog, we threw in the blog title, Travel in Tranquility with the Ford Escape. Now, it's dominated all over first page. I mean, that's first page, all the same article. Oh, it's also page 2. It's all on there. It's the same duplicate articles. They're just cranking this out, right? You know, this is your opportunity, guys. When you find an attorney that's using one of these major providers, go and take their blog article and throw it into CopySpace, I believe, and let's see what comes, or just throw it into Google. Just throw it into Google and see what comes up, okay, and take it to them. Here's page 3, same article. Now, who is on this webinar that couldn't go to any of these dealerships that are listed right here on page 1, 2, and 3, especially on page 3, because they can't even get to page 1 or 2, and say, hey, how come your content is duplicate across 3 pages of content? Are you catching that? So here's the original site. The page titles are the same. All of the content is very similar. Only slight variations, which you know what this is. It's like that spinning software. Okay? But it's still duplicate content. It's very easy to find, right? Here's another post. Same picture, identical hashtags on every site. These guys are, your competition is doing this stuff to their clients, okay? This is the opportunity. When you see what they're doing here, and then they do it on this guy's site, same thing. Oh, is it one more? Of course it is, okay? You can see they're doing the same quote. That's another website that they do. Okay, is this the 4th one? Right? I mean, it just goes on. Look at all the tabs at the top here. These are all tabs that are open from doing 20 different dealers with the exact same page title, exact same picture. Okay? Google will find this stuff and penalize the website. They will. So, you know, when you see these guys, when you, Brian, I know that you had discussed with me a certain niche. You know, I guess this is what, a few months ago, right? You showed me a niche, and you know, when you searched for that, you found all these different websites with all the same type of stuff. These are really ripe for the picking. You go in there and you prepare your presentation like this. You show all this duplicate content, analyze what they're doing. It's really a big opportunity for everybody when you find this kind of, I don't know, I think it's ripping the client off. I don't want to go that far, but I believe, you know, they're not getting what they should be getting. Another thing is funny is thin content. Google doesn't like little or no original content. So we know that. This is not black hat stuff. Everything we do is white hat. Just follow the rules. So it's talking about little or no original content. Make sure that it use the relevant keywords, use appropriately, and indicate the subject matter of your content. So here is, you know, a couple of blog posts between 150 to 180 words. Obviously, it's not going to work. You're not going to get your client rankings, and so this client is actually getting zero value, none, from these really weak blog articles. Okay, so if you look at this, what is thin? 158 words in this blog article. Okay, you know, this can hurt you, not help you. Let's not even talk about that this is duplicate content. Let's just say, hey, you got this blog article and it's 158 words. You know, that's not what Google is looking for these days. Okay, so you know, this is it's just kind of shows like why are there big companies out there that are selling SEO and they're not even providing the right SEO? Well, friends, it's really simple to go out and find these. This was easy to find, and all of these, whether it's an auto dealership or it's a law firm or if it's in the medical industry or in the insurance agency niche, which we've seen a lot of duplicate content in the insurance niche. You go and you take this, and all you do is Google their article and walk in there and say, this is what you're paying for. Guys, some of these guys are paying $1,000. Some are paying $500, $700, $800, $1,200, $2,000 for a couple of blog articles that are being spun or not even spun, and they're being put out there. So, you know, there is big opportunity. Okay, you just have to really find it. One of the things that we also want to really talk about is image optimization, and really what we're doing now is going in there, making sure that we pull the image down, we're renaming the file, we're doing the title, we're doing the alt tags, we're making sure that we compress the image and we re-upload it to the site so it loads faster. We have a travel site that we do, and they have a lot of images, and now Google was, you know, coming out and they're saying they're kind of penalizing some of these travel sites that have a lot of images because they're slow loading, and the faster pages, the faster sites get ranked above there, especially because the stuff is really on mobile, right? So this whole move to people being on mobile, it's very important that the images are being optimized. So we really have made a big change in what we do to make sure that we cover the image optimization. This is just more description of what's going on with the image title and description, the image sourcing and compression, what we're doing. This is on the local side, on the local product. We're making sure that even when we go and we ask when we ask you to ask your client, or we ask your client for images to put on their Google Maps and things, we're actually making sure that we compress those and upload them the proper way to Google, as well as even the website logo. Any images, not just pictures, but just even the logos, anything that we can do to optimize, we're doing that. So on a monthly basis, what does the proper SEO have? Well, these days, you better have a local citation audit and citation building for that local business every month. All right? It's a necessary key. I saw a blog article that was sent out and that I'm subscribed to from one of our sales partners, and it was a really great article about citation building and what's really necessary, what's not. Look, we're not saying that you have to have citations built every month, but what we are saying is you better pay attention to what your customers or what your competition is doing, because you don't want to get left behind. And that 3-path is valuable, okay? So if you are doing a local citation audit and citation building every month, especially making sure that you're covering, that you know your client, if the competition gets another citation over here, that we make sure that we're building it as well. Okay? We don't want anyone creeping up on us. Also, on-site, unique content. Perform monthly. Okay? Now, obviously, depending on the size of the package that you are marketing or selling for your client to invest in, is going to determine the type of the amount of content. It's all money, right? So more money, more content is what it is all about. But are they getting unique content, and is it the proper amount? Depending on the business, this is where you really need to go into the consultation side. How many products are they selling? You can look at it where you're selling in themes, where you don't have to really go into keywords so much, but more of, like obviously right now you've got your keywords, like a three keyword product, or a 6 keyword, or a 9. Well, remember, those are 3 keywords equals 1 theme. So if you have a company, and say you go and it's like, dentistry, okay? They might need not just one. You might just think, oh, they just need a small, because they're in a small town. They only need a 3 keyword, plan. I would think twice about that. You want to create a theme for each product they do. Maybe it's general dentistry. Maybe it's cosmetic dentistry. And then, of course, pediatric dentistry or teeth whitening. That's 4 products right there. That's a 12 keyword package, because we take the primary keyword and give 2 supporting keywords. So each theme has 3 keywords. Remember how we're selling it, guys. It's definitely 1 product or 1 theme for every 3 keywords. So, in the past, I don't think that we've really stressed that enough to say, hey, this is the kind of packages that they need, because we want them to get the kind of results they want. Because remember, if you're only doing the 3 keywords and it's only going to 1 target page for that 1 theme, they're missing out on the traffic they could be getting on their other products or services. So make sure that you're consulting them right. So what are you doing once you have the unique content? Where are we putting that? You want to make sure that we're doing a lot of on-site now. Okay, our new product is all about on-site unique content. It's not just off-site blogs or anything. It's more concentrated with on-site unique content. And then we go out and we distribute that content. So when you start looking at like our competitors and what they do, how much on-site content are they doing? And then once it's posted to my site, what am I doing with it? Right now, I'm going to tell you right now, our product is when an article goes up for on-site, it's being distributed to over 50 different properties. 50, all pointing back to the site. Okay, this creates a lot of backlinks and coming back to the money site, and we're actually using a lot more Google properties because Google loves Google. Also, do they have what we call Google focused unique content? Right? Is your SEO provider using Google to its fullest? All right? Google focused unique content. I haven't heard anybody else who's doing what we're doing. Okay? With the new product and what we're doing, using Google properties and posting unique content on Google properties that point back with links to our money site or the client's website, target pages, it's bringing results. Okay? Also, video marketing. Video marketing is strong. YouTube is giant. If you're not using video marketing properly, then that's one thing that you're not taking advantage of in your tool chest to help your client get traffic. Okay, so we're in the process of revamping what we do with video marketing, and being able to put out great videos is really our goal. Here's the thing though, it's not just posting the video. The best way to do that when you have a video that you're putting in is to embed it within on-site content. It's not just putting up a video. or putting up a certain page with a video. We want to take, okay, we build a video and we know where we're going to put it inside the content that's on the website. So maybe it's an informative video about teeth whitening and it's in the middle of a blog article about how Dr. Smith does the best teeth whitening in town. Okay, so we want to put that video that's optimized with the keywords inside a blog post or on-site content that complements it. It gives it the double whammy. So not only is Google going to point you there, but you're going to get the full effect. All right. So if you're not doing that, you need to. Infographics, doing the same way. Make sure that we've got the infographics and they're optimized and they're put in the same type of on-site page with the same type of keywords, and it's optimized all the way around that. And then we take the infographic and we submit it all over the web. Okay, so to make sure that it comes back and we get credit for it, or your client, that's what I'm saying, your client gets credit for it back to his website. So it's very powerful that way. Infographics, here's just a couple of, 65% of senior marketing executives believe that visual assets, photos, video illustrations, and infographics are core. Infographics are likely to be shared at social media three times more than any other type of content. That's pretty strong among senior marketing executives, right? We already know that video is getting big. We know that infographics are big and photos are big. We want to make sure that that is inside, that you are pushing that to your client. Listen, these are all, some of the videos and infographics are definitely upsells, but you want to make sure that you put it into the plan. Budget for it. Just don't go out there and say, hey, I want a regular SEO program and not go back and say, hey, you know what, once a quarter or once a month we need to throw in either an infographic or a video. Which one do you want to do? It's part of the plan. So make sure that you're consulting with our marketing consultants. Talk to them and say, hey, what should I do with this client when I make this proposal? Well, why don't you throw some of these in there? They're going to bring results, okay? So let me just kind of go through this. This is going to be a great case study that you can take and put together. So here's an example of rich content. Here's this is all original content that's been posted, and this is over here on the right-hand side. You're going to see how much more content was posted in different dates, okay? Starting back as far as June or May. May was 6 pieces of 2015, and then moving forward, you can see there's different numbers depending on the size package that they had. This is one of our clients. This was all original content and all over 400 words in each post. Okay. Now, one of the things that what's really cool is if you Googled for a 2017 Subaru Impreza, this is what they would get. Now, I don't have to point this out to you, but this is the first page, and we're covering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots on the first page. And not all of it is their money site, but 1, 2, 3, the first 3 spots are the money site. 1, 2, let's see, 4 and 5 are off-site where we posted it. Medium.com is one of the properties that we used, and of course the last one was a WordPress blog that we do. So I don't know about you, but that looks like total domination. Okay, and if this is, depending on what your keywords are and what you're looking for, this is the kind of thing that you're going to find. This is the blog post that we had that killed it. I mean, this is we do the titles, what they're looking for, 417 words. We can show, and you can show your client exactly what meaningful content is. Okay. Now, let me show you this. This is what we call regional dominance. Okay. So, for the past, working with this client has been really great because they're just so happy. The sales partners couldn't be happier with the results. So if you look up Subaru Dealers Covington, where they're located, they're dominating. They're the first in the maps, and if you see here below the paid ads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 they're not, and then 6 on the first page. Well, not bad, okay? do we want to try and get rid of this one? Absolutely, we want to. But this is market domination. Okay, this is all the things that we talked about. This is what it is. Here you go. This is a neutral market that isn't even in their city, and they're ranking number 1 and number 2. They're first in the maps, and they've got the last post. So in here we've got some competition, but the first 2 spots owned it. Owned it. Here's this is a competing number 3 in competing dealers market. Had 0 web presence in Baton Rouge before the campaign began, and now this is number 1, number 2, ranking number 3. Not bad in a competing market, not even their own. Here's another one in New Orleans, number 2 in the maps. Here's the maps, number 2, and number 2 in the organic listings. So number 2 in the maps and number 2 in organic listings. And what is this? About 45 minutes away from New Orleans. Another neutral market that we targeted, Subaru and Hammond, number 1 in the maps, number 1, and also number 1 in results. Here's another market, Subaru dealership in Slidell, another neutral market. Boom, number 1 in maps, first 2, our client. Another one, another dominating neutral market, okay, in Gulfport, Mississippi, which is a ways away. Number 1, number 2, number 3. How would you feel? How would you feel if you're able to go in there with and show your clients, look, we're going to be able to do this for you. You know, going after and getting them, you know, the first 3 spots in a market that they're not even close to. We can do that. I'm telling you, this SEO product absolutely works. This is kind of overkill, I have to admit it, but here's another neutral market in Biloxi. They're not close to Biloxi in Mississippi. Okay, they didn't get number 1 yet, but number 2 and 3 ain't bad, but guess what? Number 1 in the Google Maps. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. I don't think anyone can argue with that. I'm sorry, I put too many of these results in. Here's another one, and where this is dominating another neutral market. It gets old, right? You know, oh, well, you know, they have the first 3 spots. Imagine your client with this, and imagine their competition really pissed off. This is the kind of thing that we want to do, okay? Another one. Another one. I mean, I'm sorry, I put way too much of these results. I mean, I think we're really proud of it, but, oh, you know, it's another one. So the bottom line is that if you're not getting the proper SEO done and you're not consulting them, making sure that they, you know, we want to make sure that they have the right number of keywords with their themes. Are they looking for individual products? Are they individual services? We want to make sure that we're grabbing that to drive traffic. Now you're going to say, oh, well, maybe you got those because they're long tail keywords or what they're looking for. Absolutely, we're looking for that. But let me show you, this is lead dominance. Now, this is something that was really cool that the sales partner asked for when building this. It was in the back of the dealership's metrics that they have where they keep track of the leads. And this came off of their website. We had to we did our best job to kind of, you know, gray out some of the stuff here. But if you'll look at this, this is from October 15 to really September 16, and this kind of got knocked off. The leads were growing even more. But look at this. The leads, you're looking at 80% more. The actual Subaru people called this dealer and they said, "What are you doing? That's amazing. These are the leads. This is the average right here. Average dealers in the district, you know, they're getting, say, 160 leads, and how come you're getting 263 off the web?" This is called lead domination. This is what brings in sales, guys. So when you can go back and you can show your client all of these types of results that can be had, not only in their own area, but in other areas. And let me tell you, guys, this is the auto industry. This is one of the most competitive niches you can be in, and we're dominating, okay? you go in and you take this product into attorneys and things like that, it's going to be a killer. I mean, we want to go out there and crush it. This is where SEO is going to pay off. We've spent a long time and a lot of money to update this SEO product. So let's go back to this article that Ed provided, and it talks about the comprehensive strategy if you're going to leave your mark. We believe we're going to leave the mark. Okay, we want to be the leading SEO provider that's out there based on results. Okay, so developing content, check mark. Okay, optimizing the website for speed, check mark. We're there. User experience and ensuring the technical elements of your site are properly optimized. Now, there's only so much we can do with the user experience. If we don't build the website and we can't go in and make all these different changes on, hey, are you optimizing the green button? Is it better red? Or things like that. We just want to make sure that a user comes in, he's got fast loading website. We've done all that we can with the content and make sure all the technical elements of the site are done. This is what is going to happen. Also, all these links that come back, all the content that we're putting on site, this is where we're going to win. Okay? So I'm proud to say that we're coming out with the new SEO product for 2017. It is complete. If you are dealing with local SEO, which 99% of us are, okay, we are, it's complete. When I say it's complete, it covers that local aspect, the citation building, the directories. We're working on that every month. There's no need for like a local buzz package or new SEO package. Put those together. We combined because we knew that we have to be number one in maps. We need to be number one in organic, okay? So we know where we need to be, and we know what it's going to take to get there, so we just combined it. There's no more half-ass, guys. There's no more half-ass. If we're just selling an SEO product and not including the local citations and all the directories that need to be built and all the properties that are out there, if we're not checking and making sure that all that's properly done, then we're missing it. So we've combined everything into our new SEO package. This is going to bring in strong client retention. This is going to make sure that you have ongoing service, that you're going to be able to show them results. You're going to be able to keep those recurring income in. This is the kind of product that you can center your business around, and you can be proud that you are selling and servicing your clients with SEO, because you can run those PPC campaigns. I'm a big believer in PPC. I think that PPC should be used in conjunction with every SEO program out there. But you got to invest in the SEO. Don't ever lose track of that. Anyone who's telling you SEO is dead and don't waste your time trying to sell them SEO. You know what they're doing? They're trying to sell you something else that you can provide to these guys. But it's all a flash in the pan. Name me 5 products that you were into 6 years ago that are working today that are helping a client. It's a revolving door on product. You're going to see that. You're going to get an email. If you drop this stuff, you say, I'm going to focus for the next 90 days, unsubscribe from every email that I get about new products and services and whatever, and just concentrate on selling SEO and providing real service for clients, I guarantee you will accelerate your business to no end. Okay, so you're asking, I'm sure, when's new product coming out? What's the pricing? What's the plan when it comes to even transitioning of current clients to the new program? All of those details are going to be sent out to you. We're putting that together now. We've got pricing. We're releasing everything to our pro members first. Pro members get everything. We had a webinar with pro members. They sent us a lot of great feedback. For everyone who's on the pro member webinar, I just want to tell you thank you. Your input into the product and some of the concerns were great. We had a great one from Neil. We were talking about in general that we want to make sure that we up our content to 500 words, and he brought it to our attention very quickly about the PBNs that are being sold out there. I'm sure you guys are, you're getting stuff like, oh, you should do your own PBNs, you should do this, and they're really encouraging 500 words, and he had a really good point about that. So we took that advisement, and we said, okay, for instance, if we're doing a premium SEO, one theme, 3 keyword package, and that's 4 pieces of content where we're looking at 500 words for each article, we're going to change it around. We're going to make it a little different. We're going to guarantee you that you get your 2,000 words out of us. But, you know, one article may be 450, another one might be 650. We're going to change it up to make it sure that it looks very natural. We don't want you to come, we don't want Google to come to your client's site and see every blog is 500 words, okay? We don't want them to think that that's some sort of PBN or anything like that that's out there with the content, because you know what? We know that Google is looking for that stuff. You know it. You know, you read the same things that we do, and it was a great, you know, it just, Neil, I really appreciate you pointing that out to us, and we've made changes in our workflow. So when we tell you that, hey, it's going to be, you know, 500 words, what we really want to do is make sure that you know that it's 2,000 words for the month, and it's going to alter to make it feel very natural and everything like that when it comes to content. Okay, so look, you're on the webinar. We really appreciate you being on. Actually, we maxed out this webinar, so I apologize if you got cut off and had to come back in. If you can, you know, bear with us. I guarantee you, pro members, you're going to be receiving something next week. We're releasing new pricing for the new product. We are continuing the old product. The old product will be continued until through, you know, not probably at least the first quarter of 2017, maybe up until June, depending on particular requirements that we have from existing sales partners and existing campaigns. But the new product we want out there, as you know, we want you guys to be able to start selling that immediately. We're ready to roll. We have this case study here. We've got some other case studies that we've run the new product on that have just really dominated. I'm really excited about releasing this. I think it's going to be one of the biggest things for our company and for your individual success. When you have something that you can really rely on, that can really go out there and smash it, that includes local citations, great content, solid distribution, a lot of on-site work, on-site content, we've really pulled out the stops. You know, we worked with the team. We've looked at everything that's been coming out, and it's long overdue. I'll be the first one to tell you, we're really late on getting this product out. But guess what? It's going to dominate 2017. I don't care what is out there in the competition. I don't even look at that. All I care about is results for you guys. If we get results together, you crush it, we crush it. Okay? So I'm glad that you guys were on the webinar today. We're going to hit it hard. We're going to send out more information over this week. You know, when we get into November, this product, you will be able to launch this product to your clients in November. We're going to have new product descriptions out. We're going to have another webinar. We're really going to go through every single line item. I already gave the line items out and showed the line items to the pro members. If you're a pro member, you already have those. We've slightly made some changes based on your input and in making sure that we've got to tweak the way that it's going to be best for the client and for you. We're going to go through proper sales techniques on how to explain the new product. It's not going to change a lot. Don't get all worried on me, okay? We know where we're at. We know what we need to do so we can succeed together. But I want you guys to be a powerhouse out there. I don't want you getting sucked in and spending any more money. Put money on hold for buying any more products from anybody until you go out and sell this product, okay? I don't want to get anybody calling me up and say, hey, what do you think about this $1,000 program? I want you to wait. I want you to spend that $1,000 on marketing and launching and getting out there with this new SEO product. I'm going to give you case studies to go after, everything you need. So when we get off this webinar, this is going to be sent out to everyone who's on the webinar. You're going to get a copy of this with the case study included. Rip this stuff down, put it up. Look, we're your back team. We're your white label team. If we did the work, you did the work. Don't hesitate to use a powerful case study in your going after your clients. Okay, we're putting together. We want one for law. We want some for the home improvement niche. I want something for plastic surgery. We're going to get those. I got to work with you guys, and I need some pay it forward. I need to ask you guys, when we launch these campaigns and with your clients, I really want someone to, some of you guys to step forward and say, hey, you can use my success that you've gotten for my client as a case study and use it for others. I really need permission to do that. It's really hard. I was very lucky to get permission to use this and go after it. So I really appreciate everyone being on. I'm really at the end of my hour. The next webinar is going to be on November 17th for the next VIP webinar. The next Pro Member webinar is November 10th. Now, be sure and look out for my emails. We are going to have some special webinars where we're going to be training on the new product. We'll be doing some, we'll build up we're going to be promoting the new product, obviously. I want you in on it. I want you to understand how the line items work. I want you to understand what's different between the old SEO and the new SEO product. So be on the lookout. I think that this can really impact your business for the positive. I know it's going to for us. Okay, I want you guys on board with this, and I want feedback. Okay, and once this is released, I know for our for people who are on the webinar that may or may not do business with us currently. Feel free to reach out to us, sign up on the website, follow us on, what is this here? Okay, if you want to sign up, be a partner, go to virtualgroup.co and sign up. And then, obviously, you can also follow us on the web. Now, it was pretty interesting. I really got to spend a little time with Perry and a good friend of mine, Shirley Tan. And Shirley Tan is the author of Ecom Hell, and she's an e-commerce expert. And actually, she was in my office not even a few hours ago. We spent the day together talking business, talking projects, and things. And really, I think that I'm really grateful for you guys. I'm grateful for my friends for really putting input into the product. I think it's a winner all the way around. Our staff has done a great job of preparing this. We've been through a lot of battles in the past year, dealing with a lot of different things since I bought the company and take it forward, from its troubles and where we are right now from when I purchased the old Endless Rise. This is a new chapter. We're ready for 2017. Really want you guys on with us and moving forward. So I appreciate your time. It's 2 o'clock. I'll sign off now. Please don't hesitate to email me your questions. You can reach us at connect@virtualgroup.co. That's connect@virtualgroup.co. Thanks, guys. Happy Halloween. I hope you guys have a great weekend coming up, and we'll talk to you soon. Guarantee you that. From Manila, this is Jonathan Kirkland signing off.